Hello everybody, Image here, and I'm going to be commentating Set 2 of CJ Entus vs Hite on the second best of 7 series of the Shinhan Bank Proleague playoffs. This was played on the 19th of July, and Set 2 is a Protoss vs Protoss. We are playing on, I believe it's Destination for this. It was yesterday. I don't think they're changing the map pools from day to day. No, they are. We're playing it on Colosseum this time. Huh. Fancy that. Anyway, that's horang2 on the left for Hite. He is a Protoss player, like I had suggested. And on the right is NBS for CJ. I don't know what NBS is supposed to stand for, if it's even an acronym. If it is an acronym, maybe it's something like not bad at StarCraft, but I'm going to let his statistics say a little bit about that. In terms of his Kespo rated matchups, his versus Protoss, he has a 0% win rate. Yeah, that's a little laughable, but it's actually not such a huge joke as all that. He's only played one Kespo rated Protoss game, which he happened to have lost. Oh dear, I seem to be losing my voice already. NBS is in purple, and horang is in blue, so that's horang at the 1 o'clock position, and NBS will be at the 11 o'clock position. The map, like I said, was Colosseum II, and yeah, I don't know very much about NBS. I know he's one of those CJ Protosses that bounce back and forth between the A and B team, and sometimes when he is on the A team, he's just not used. And I had a look in the Team Liquid player database to try to dig up some information on his record and stats, and looking at the ELO rating for him, if you don't know, ELO rating is kind of similar to how chess ratings work. It's basically a score that is supposed to be a marker of your performance, and NBS, as near as I can tell, isn't even in the top 150 ELO rated players. He's on page 4 of that in the Team Liquid Pro Gaming database, which is a great source for any of this sort of statistical information. And yeah, his ELO rating is actually lower than Zergbong's. So I think that puts things into perspective insofar as why NBS doesn't play. And if you haven't watched very many StarCraft commentaries, Zergbong is a laughably terrible player with about a 23% career win rate, and he doesn't get to see very much play either. NBS, he is at about that level, quite frankly. He is 3-10 lifetime, so that's 23% as well. So yeah, NBS, not statistically very impressive. I'm not sure why CJ is playing him. And just kind of missed a little bit of this action while I was going on this statistical rant, but it looks like horang has thrown down a Manor Pylon in NBS's mineral line, and let's see how he deals with that. Also, letting the pylon finish rather than cancelling it, and is that a second Manor Pylon there, trapping a couple of probes that apparently appear as if they're going to be able to sneak out. There's the Zealot for NBS to try to take out that pylon, but in the meantime, a couple of mineral patches have been blocked off. It'll be interesting to see whether those slow down the economy for NBS enough, but as it is, it's got to throw NBS's timing off a little bit. In the meantime, I believe the Cybernetics core is on the way up for horang over on the other end of the map. I'll just double check that when we get back to that side. And now horang's got a Zealot of his own. He's looking to kill a couple of probes, and he has. Horang's probe has actually acquired 3 kills so far, so that is a man probe for horang, and NBS has evidently lost a ton of units just to this probe Zealot and Manor Pylon harass. So Horang is pretty solidly in the lead at the moment, I would have to say, and he's adding a little bit of insult to injury there, stealing some minerals, or no, I was looking at the wrong probe. Blue and purple, not the easiest colors to differentiate. But yeah, this is really not looking good for NBS, and given his statistics, I have no idea why CJ sent him out. They have so many more capable Protoss players that they could have used. Movie, granted, is being reserved for use later on in the set. He is booked to play set 6 against Justin, but there's much. He's another Protoss player for CJ, and he's statistically a much better player than NBS. No, I'm actually just admittedly kind of hard pressed to figure out what the justification for pulling NBS out here is. If you've got a choice between Much and a player who is on par with Zergbong, who again is terrible, I don't know why. There's a shot of Movie. Yeah, there's some shots of all the other Protoss players on CJ Entus who would have been probably more appropriate picks for this than NBS. Admittedly, I'm a CJ fan, and I'd like to see NBS do okay, but I'm also a Horang fan, and NBS lost way more than he had to that Probe and Zealot harass, and it looks like Horang is going to ramp up the pressure a little bit. There's the robotics facility going down for NBS and Goon range for both players. Robo facility is also on the way up for Horang. And let's see, a little bit of regrouping and organizing units outside of the choke, and I imagine that Horang is going to push in soon. I also think Horang is on 2 gateways to NBS's 1 at the moment, and that might be an artifact of that economic harass and those probe losses earlier. I'll just double check this. It's 1 gateway for NBS, and yeah, Horang has definitely got more units, and NBS is yeah, just looking a little stoned there, actually. Maybe the Zergbong comparisons are more apt than I thought, but yeah, Horang is just wrecking stuff over in NBS's base, and yeah, NBS really never even put up a fight this game, in my opinion. NBS has had to pull his probes to deal with these Dragoons, and that's never good. You never really want to have that situation, and now these Dragoons are going to just kill a whole bunch of probes before eventually dying, as well as taking care of any Dragoons that pop out for NBS, who has added a 2nd gateway at least, and is going to be able to produce Dragoons on par with Horang. But if Horang gets some more reinforcements over there pretty soon, he should have enough Dragoons to just overpower any reinforcements coming out of those gateways. And here come some of those reinforcing goons now. So yeah, with some good micro, Horang should be able to always just have more Dragoons on hand in the base. Observatory first for NBS, who I guess was afraid of DTs, but no DTs on the way for Horang, and Horang has a shuttle. I don't know what he's looking to load into it right now, but maybe it's a little bit of a superfluous question. GG. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. NBS hiding his face behind that sign next to his monitor like any number of Korean fangirls there, only the reason he's doing it is because of embarrassment. What a crap game. Not impressed, NBS. Yeah. NBS, if it's an acronym, it's clearly Noob Bad StarCraft. Yikes. Terrible. Atrocious. Horrendous. But yeah, with that, it's tied at 1-1. The suspense thickens, and we're going to move on to Game 3. GG, see you there.